I'm Dr. Al Reeves. I'm happy to have a few minutes of your time to celebrate Livingston's 75th anniversary and to talk to you about Camarillo Hospice and its merger with Livingston. I started volunteering with Camarillo Hospice in 1995 and served on the hospice board and worked at the Camarillo Farmers Market. Back in 2017, Camarillo Hospice leadership team was looking for a way to sustain its mission. Given its long relationship with Livingston, it was natural to reach out to them to merge the two organizations. Livingston leadership team was sensitive to Camarillo Hospice's desire to continue the services to the community which they had provided. We also wanted to be sure to continue the events that bring our community together and provide important fundraising revenue for our services. That's exactly what happened. The farmers market is thriving. Our market volunteers continue to organize and run the market each week. During COVID, they were joined by mother-daughter teams from National Charity League. We are so grateful that those National Charity League teams continue to help every week at the farmers market. Last year, the market raised nearly $76,000 to support grief and bereavement services, and since it opened in 1990, proceeds from the market exceed $1.3 million. The Garden Tour is another signature event for us. It was started in 1996 by a group of volunteers, and some of those volunteers continue to work on our annual Garden Tour. Last year was our first tour in the 2 years since COVID pandemic. It drew over 550 garden enthusiasts and raised nearly $30,000. The Tree of Life memorial service tradition held each year at Constitution Park in Camarillo was an important opportunity for our community to gather and remember the loved ones that they had lost. Livingston Memorial event, Light Up a Life, had an equally long and honored history. We were fortunate to combine forces to expand this tradition while keeping the core elements for both organizations. In 2020, we honored our departed loved ones with a virtual memorial event. In 2021, over 125 people gathered at Constitution Park for our first in-person event since COVID. Light Up a Life is a signature event and fundraising activity for Livingston. Last year, over $160,000 was raised to support compassionate hospice services as well as our grief and bereavement programs. Being able to help Livingston in order to help our vulnerable neighbors is one of the things that drives me to volunteer as a board member and at the farmers market. I'm proud of the work our free grief and bereavement team does in the community. During COVID, we took our counseling virtual. Both individual and group counseling continued without a break. I'm pleased to report that we've started in-person groups again at two locations, the Oxnard First Presbyterian Church and the Ojai United Methodist Church. Individual counseling continues at the Camarillo Rosewood office. We're also providing support to teens at several high schools. Last year, we provided grief and bereavement services to 764 adults, children, and teens. Thanks for taking the time to hear my story. I hope to see you at our Light Up the Life event on December 3rd at Camarillo Constitution Park. This event is such a great way to remember your lost family and friends. The event starts at 4:30 and will conclude with the lighting of the 20-foot Christmas tree. Thanks for your time, and we'll see you on December 3rd.